Welcome, WrestlingFigs.com. We are here at Mattel for some big announcements going on. I'm here with PJ. PJ, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Fantastic.
Great. Now, listen, everybody's excited about the new line that you guys have taken over from WWE. We're in a new transition period. Tell us a little bit about what's going into this line, what you're looking for, what the collectors should be expecting soon.
Well, we're really excited for January 1st, 2010. It's where we get the chance to actually take this great line to retail. We really have some segments that I think collectors are going to absolutely love, because we've done our research, we've talked to collectors about this great product and about this great brand. Right. And what I'm really excited to introduce today will be our basic line, our elite collection, and then our entrance grades. Should we take a look at the product?
Yeah, but first, before we do that, you said January 1st. That's going to be your launch date. So this is when they're going to be in stores.
Yeah.
All right.
In stores January 1st, absolutely.
All right, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, let's take a look at the basic line.
This is your bread and butter action figure right here. We're going to do the whole roster, starting with 72 figures in 2010, 12 waves of 6. Every other month we'll have a new wave. Here, if you can pan in, you see Shawn Michaels, as well as Batista. Great attention to detail as well within the tats, calling attention to how great these superstars are. We're really excited with how these have come out. I think these are amazing figures.
On the basic line, how many points of articulation are we looking at for that series?
You're looking on average about 15, 16. Something I do want to call attention to is what we like to call superstar scale, where the action figures are actually scaled to a little bit more to real life. You know, that was one thing that we wanted to do within our sculpts, our molds, make sure that it's a little bit more reflective of the entertainment that you see day in and day out. So Batista, obviously, he's big. He's hulking. He's a big guy. You know, you get great attention to detail in his musculature, as well as his tattoos and the day in and day out outfits that he appears in the ring.
Now, in this basic line, you have something right behind there in the packaging.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 1 of 1,000 belt. Now, this is a Mattel-style belt, or what are we looking at?
What you're looking at is a commemorative belt to really celebrate the Mattel WWE partnership. We really want to celebrate the first 1,000 of each figure within this basic figure architecture. The first 1,000 to come off the manufacturing belt, and we will have these belts out there at retail January 1st and throughout the whole year as we launch new figures within the line. So here you have Batista with his 1 of 1,000 commemorative belt in package. You'll be able to see those. It's not a hidden pack out, but they'll be rare. They'll be quite rare because it's only 1,000 spread out across the whole United States.
Now, are they only going to be on Batistas or going to be on different figures in the assortment?
Each figure that's in the basic figure line for the first time will have one of these.
Okay, so all 6 figures will have one.
In the first case pack, absolutely, yes. All 6 figures in our first wave will have one, and then there'll be new introductions as we roll them out across the year.
And on the belt, they'll be numbered that way too, 1 of 1,000, 2 of 1,000.
Exactly, 1 of 1,000, 2 of 1,000, 3 of 1,000. So there's going to be some rare runs out there, absolutely, and they will have the superstar names on there as well.
So you're really kicking off to the collectors to begin with.
You know, it's all about hunting and finding the rarest one. So I'm a collector as well of a couple things, and I know what it's like to find that rarity and to go out and find it. So I think it's really important for us.
Now, on this packaging as well, let's talk a little bit about the packaging. Absolutely. It's a little bit different. You're going with a different style. Tell us a little bit about what went into that.
Sure. We spent a lot of time looking at what's out there today, and quite frankly, we want to bring out the superstar. We want to bring out the brand WWE. We want everyone to know who's in the package right away. Right. We have a lot of experience at Mattel with Hot Wheels, how collectors actually collect Hot Wheels and they look on pegs to see, what's in a pack. We want to make it easy for everyone, and we're really just celebrating a great line look. We've worked with WWE on this. We had some of their creative input as well, which is fantastic, just to get to a great item.
It's an hourglass shape. It's great. So.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's a great shape. It's a great line look, and something that you'll see we'll take across the entire line.
Now let's talk about the back of the packaging here so we can see that a little bit.
Sure.
You got a little bit about what's coming out. You got some great detail. You got some of the displays are coming. Yep. Now something that's happening too that you didn't mention in the set, and maybe the display stands. Tell us a little bit about that.
Each item, each basic figure will come packed out with a display stand and sign, which features the name of the superstar. You can actually see it right there. So you'll get a display stand so that you can pose all of your WWE collection with these great stands, and there'll be a name on them as well so that everyone knows who it is. And we'll celebrate across this basic figure line because we have some other news with our pay-per-view segment. So every other wave is a pay-per-view segment.
So this is a Heritage Series.
This is our Heritage Series. So when you have a Heritage Series Edge, you can actually celebrate similarly what Edge deco it is, or what appearance he came out in. So you'll have a WrestleMania Heritage name tag, which actually features, oh, it's not on there, which Edge this is.
Okay. All right. Now, also on that, they actually have the plugs in the feet. So they have little bitty holes in the feet, whereas the last ones they didn't, where they just stood there and they might fall over. You actually got to stand.
You just want to be able to display. Okay. And, as a collector, there's a lot of different ways to display, and it's important to have holes in the feet.
Now, no accessories in the basic line. Is that correct?
Not at this time.
Okay. But maybe in the future.
We're a lot of plans for this line. It's we're going to be doing WWE for a number of years, so I think we have a lot of opportunity to really deliver great value, great items, and just replicas of the entertainment.
Now, on the back of the packaging on this, is it any different? Oh, yes, it is. It tells a little bit of the story from that area, right?
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more about what deco is in the package. So this is Edge from WrestleMania 21. Talks a little bit more about the story of Edge at WrestleMania 21, what the big match was. And so you'll see across this whole line, as we have John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, we have Randy Orton, Batista, Undertaker, and the different WrestleManias that they came in that deco.
Okay, all right, that's pretty nice. All right.
It's cool. It's something a little different.
A little different,
We're excited to celebrate WrestleManias because it's such an amazing event.
Well, it's a Super Bowl of all Super Bowls.
It certainly is. We were at Houston this year, and we were talking about how great it would be, as we celebrate this WrestleMania Heritage line, to keep rolling out great decos from great WrestleManias.
So from the basic line, we move on up to what you call the Elite Collection.
Absolutely.
That's a little bit different. So now, because now they got 3 sets to collect mainly, more than just one actual figure like before in the past. They had their basic sets, they had the deluxe sets, they had their classic sets. So we're kind of moving up in the same frame, but it's a little bit better quality as far as the basic sets compared, right?
Yeah, it's attention to detail and quality is certainly something we want to deliver because it's all about, delivering a replica of the entertainment, what truly collectors want. Again, we did some research, thanks to Ringside as well. We were on the boards. We did a Q&A, on Wrestling Figs, not on Ringside. And
both the same, it doesn't matter.
The same, absolutely. So we did our Q&A. We heard from the fans. And the key here is what we like to say, not only within superstar scale and the attention to detail, but authentic ring accessories. Right. Where are we going with ring attire, ring accessories, stuff that you see day in and day out in the entertainment, we want to capture in this SKU. So what we have here, we actually have an Undertaker in and out of package, where you can see Undertaker, in and out of package, in and out of ring accessory, where you see him come in with his trench coat and his hat, but they're removable, and that's the most important thing. It's removable here so that you can display and feature your Undertaker however you want to, but also you got to call attention to the great tats. The great attention to detail with the Undertaker, capturing his deco on his pants and the tattoos that he has.
Now let's talk about tattoos, because from a collector standpoint, the first thing I noticed, which when we went through the demo earlier, is the ball joints have been moved in the arms.
Yep. The key here is when you articulate, you really want to keep the attention to detail on the tats. You don't want to lose that when you articulate, just like a real superstar would. You don't want to. It's really about capturing these superstars for who they are and giving you, the collector, the best lifelike version. And I think we've engineered something here that really delivers.
Right. It's pretty nice with that one. And now the points of articulation on this one is about how many?
You're looking at about 25, 26 points of articulation, where in the basic figure we had about 15, 16. I think we talked about that. But they live in the same world. They will be the same scale, if you will, delivering superstar scale as we move from basic into deluxe. And it's really about basic into, thank you very much. It's really more about articulation, authentic ring attire, as well as delivering the quality and attention to detail.
Now, one thing I did notice on this one that I played with earlier, just taking a look at it, you can actually, for the collectors out there, do a nice little figure 4. Hold on one second. So the bendable on the figure actually gives you a complete figure 4 location. So that's something that you weren't able to do in the past, which is pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about the leg transition that you all have done, because most of the time you have the base leg like you do on the basic, but now you guys added a little twist to the leg series. Tell me.
It's just another way to articulate in the thigh, and it's something that is certainly part of this action figure that we could engineer and just change the way that you can pose him, again, capturing what it's like in real life to be a superstar and do moves, signature moves, figure 4s, whatever it might be, of the WWE roster and entertainment.